Hello everybody, and Just here, and welcome back to Shield Hero Season 3, Episode 11, the penultimate one, if I'm not mistaken. Unless, no, 12 episodes, not 13, alas. So yeah, the penultimate episode indeed, which really makes it kind of hard to figure out what the next episode is going to be, right? Because okay, before we talk about today's episode, let's talk about the previous one a little bit of a recap. In the previous episode, we learned where Itsuki is, and now under the moniker of Perfecto Haido Justice, right? The perfect hidden justice, one of the most Chuny names that he could have possibly have chosen. What's her face? The glitchy girl, Sign, figured out where he is because she was earning money at the arena, money to rebuild Naofumi's village, and she noticed that Perfecto Haido Justice is there and kind of fits the description. So yeah, it's Itsuki. He's not there entirely out of his own... He is there out of his own volition, yes, but it wasn't necessarily his idea, I get it. Because, of course, as always, Bitch has to be involved in everything that ever happens bad to the heroes. She has to be there. Because, of course, she is the driving force, after all. And she spun a sob story, she and Itsuki's former teammates, what is very interesting, spun a sob story of, oh, Itsuki-sama, we need money to free the slaves, we need to buy them out and free them, set them free. Itsuki-sama, we need more money and you have to earn it, right? She's really good at that. She's really good at manipulation. All the while, she's working with the hero killers, and her intention is to get a little bit more money out of Itsuki and then sell him off to slavery. Which, supposedly, is not supposed to work, from what you guys told me in the comments. Slave crests don't work on heroes. So, curious that she doesn't realize that. Perhaps it hasn't been tried yet, so they just don't know. Or maybe she's just that stupid, or uneducated, or whatever you want to say. Entirely plausible as well. The previous episode also served as a little bit of an arc for Rishia, who is now training with Granny, and now she decided that she wants to face Itsuki. She wants to be the one to stand opposed to him. She wants to be the one to save him now, to make up for Itsuki, well, to repay her debt of Itsuki saving her, basically. And yeah, that's where we're at right now. Rishia is in the arena, Itsuki is in the arena, and they will be fighting. Also, apparently Itsuki lost his hero abilities, kind of sorta. He got a bow from Bitch and is only using that bow, but not using his hero powers. I don't know exactly what's the deal there, but apparently that's the case from what we are told. Also, curiously, there's no curse showing on Itsuki. There's that weird seal on his bow, which might be what seals his hero powers, and which might be why... Oh. Yeah, we know that the hero killers that work with, not mine, Malty, aka Bitch, we know that the hero killers who work with her, right, mine is her adventure name. I was wondering where I get that from. Right, those hero killers have magic to dispel curses, to somehow make her slave crest not act up. Perhaps they have some technique to seal hero powers. So that thingamajig was put in the bow. Bitch gave the bow to Itsuki. Itsuki took it. His bow took the form of the lock bow, let's just call it seal bow, whatever, and that sealed his hero powers, and maybe now Slave Crest would actually work on him. Interesting thought, eh? Which kind of raises the question, how will he get out of that situation? Perhaps with the power of the curse? That's possible. That's entirely possible. But yeah, right now I guess we shall see. Oh, and slight detail, what's her face? Melty and Philo are off, and Rafu are off somewhere training, and Naofumi made a big deal out of it for some reason. Apparently he didn't make a big deal out of it in the light novel. It was just said that, oh, Philo just grabbed Melty and they just ran away to train. And that was it. So I don't know what the creators of the anime have in store. Maybe they're gonna start diverging a little. Maybe they have some anime original sub-story to tell. Or maybe they just wanted things to be a little bit more interesting. Who's to say? So, I guess that about sums up the previous episode. From today's episode, what do I expect? Fight with Itsuki. Risha versus Itsuki, of course. I don't suppose this fight will take more than an episode, so it will probably be concluded in today's episode, which kind of, again, leaves me wondering what's gonna happen in the finale. I don't know. All of the heroes banding together against the hero killers, against Bitch. Kind of fast, kind of abrupt, if that is the case, but hey, I'll take it. But what I'm gonna take right now is this episode, so how about we just watch it? You will need your subs, of course, to follow along with me. I'm gonna need my sound to hear what's going on in the show, and I'm gonna have to ask you for your support. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon or YouTube down below, or not. Share my content, spread the word, costs you nothing and helps a lot. And with that, we can start watching episode 11, the penultimate one of Shield Hero Season 3 in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, starting where we left off. Green tea with puffed rice. Right, and he has, like... He lives in a complete la-la land. Even more, arguably, even more detached than Ren and Motoyasu. And they were, like, really detached. Save you from yourself. And from Bitch. Kill? Hello! Yes. Exactly. Everybody's ganging up on you right now. That's not your opponent, Itsuki. Also, highly unlikely that your arrow is actually going to do anything. Boink! I mean, that went about as I expected. Obviously, Itsuki won't be able to even put a dent in Naofumi's shield. Now, sure, that deflection could have gone better, but still, Also curious if we're gonna get some backstory on Itsuki. Maybe that's why there's still one more episode left. We're gonna see Itsuki's flashbacks or something, and that's gonna take some time from this episode, so the battle will be concluded in the finale. Yeah, that works. That works. Oh, I forgot. There we go. Let's make it a little bit more festive. I added a Christmas tree as well. My mom did, actually. She, like, decorated it and placed it in my room when I wasn't here. But hey, I'll take it. In the name of justice, I will kill those children. Yes, he is. I mean, not entirely wrong. Yes. Atla, you go kick his ass. Was that mother, like, bitch in Groucho Marx glasses and artificial nose? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, now Fumi, you're talking to an anti-vaxxer. He's not gonna hear your arguments. Huh? Curse? Looks very cursed for something that has to do with justice. Yeah, those are cursed particles. Yeah, that's how just you are, Itsuki. You killed an arena attendant. What's the music? The music, though. Oh, it's mind control arrows. Yeah. Pride, probably. Or I can mind control everybody, rather. Yep. Gladly. Please punch his heart out, Rishia. I mean, don't, because that would mean all of the heroes have to die, but, like, I know, choke him out or something. You had the perfect chance to get him from behind. You had to announce yourself. Get mind control, Risha. Oh. Right, so Hengen Muso is not just brawling. More mind control. Easy. You probably won't. Itsuki is not the strongest or the brightest or the anything really. I'm sorry, but the term "my justice" is like really funny to me for some reason. Yeah, some sort of a buff. Too late. I mean, yeah, curses kind of do that. Pride and, I don't know, maybe something else as well. Right? Like everybody has to have like two curses. Oh, who else had the skill of being able to pin someone's shadow? Can't remember. Oh, a brazen... Sure. Okay, I guess that's justice. Brazen Bull. Very reminiscent of Naofumi's Iron Maiden. Cool. But, yeah. You're weak as shit, Itsuki, I'm afraid. I love seeing just a, like... I don't want to say random goon of Naofumi's army, but a random goon from Naofumi's army just 1v1ing the ultimate super ultra technique of gods that those heroes have. It happened with Eclair and Ren, now it happens with Risha and Itsuki. It's great. And he got pink eye. Knock him unconscious. Oh, damn. Time to use your fists, Risha. Or sure, get another sword. Sure. Also, let's be honest, she probably doesn't even need a functional sword to win. She still has a weapon. It can still cut you. Sure, I guess. Yeah. And let's see whose justice prevails. If you get defeated, Itsuki, well, I guess your justice isn't worth shit. Oh, dispelling. Yeah, that's dispel magic. And it... Oh, I thought it, I know, dispelled her sword or something. So wait, did she form a boomerang out of Itsuki's bow? Oh, okay. The bow decided, hey, fuck my current master. You seem better suited to be my master. I'm just gonna help you now. And that's perfect. That's amazing. Catch that, mate! Oh. Oh. Oh, that's a lot of throws. And a chakram now? Sure, okay. And there goes the curse. Or seal, or whatever it was. Easy. Knock him unconscious now and drag him to Naofumi's village. Okay, so I was correct that we do see some backstory of his. And what, he was bullied for being a nerd? No, oddly enough. Kids with powers like what, autism? Level E, so like what, the lowest? Ah, I know the pain. I kinda know the pain. Like, I wasn't bullied in like high school or anything like that, but I went from being like the best of the best in my primary and secondary school, and then I went to high school where all of the people like myself went, and I wasn't the best anymore. And that's exactly what happened to Itsuki, except like more and worse. That's a weird controller you had. And what are the chances that bitch just fucked off together with the rest of his team and stole his gear and stole the money? Yeah, I'm sure she will, Itsuki. I'm sure she will. It's not like she just disappeared from the city right now. Enjoy your Naofumi arc. Enjoy your Naofumi arc. I wonder, is that a dragon core in the center? Naofumi's dragon core looked kinda similar. Or maybe some other creature's core, like a demon core or something. And there's the letter. You're a nobody, I don't need you anymore. Enjoy this fruit. I'm fucking Italica right now. Italica is a city from a completely different series, but first that came to my mind. Gate, for the record. Yeah? Okay, so I wonder, what are, like, bitch's goals right now? Of course. Well, have fun repaying that bitch. I mean, bitch is not gonna be repaying it, Itsuki will, but I called Itsuki a bitch, if that wasn't clear. You're finished, yes. You're stupid, that too, easily manipulated, unconscious, sure. You're certainly not that, so you didn't live up to your granny's expectations. I think that's, like, well established right now. Nice pajamas. They didn't have any, like, male clothes at the store. I'm sorry that I'm ragging on him this much, but I just can't stop myself. Shouldn't have, but now for me it's too good for everybody's sake. Or maybe, like, you know, a weird idea perhaps. Have him repay those debts? Have him fight in the arena? Unless he's, like, catatonic right now, which is also entirely plausible, I guess. Yep, he's basically catatonic. Also, where's Motoyasu? Probably not. I mean, maybe eventually, but certainly not right now. Okay, so what will be the finale then? Are we going for, like, season 2 thing where the last episode was pretty much completely detached from everything else? Well, not completely detached, but you remember in season 2, the last episode was essentially an OVA. Was it an OVA? I don't remember right now, but there was something about season 2 where it ended in, like, the second to last episode, and the last episode was just a random travel to visit the graves of Raftalia's parents and summary of what we did so far and stuff like that, right? It might have been episode 13, though. I can't recall right now, so correct me if I'm wrong, of course, as always, in the comments. Because Bitch is away, so we're probably not going to fight her. A single episode isn't long enough to, like, find another star hero. The ones we must protect. Well, that tells me an awful lot of nothing. I know. I have absolutely no clue what the next episode is going to be. Like, literally zero idea. Let's watch this one again, though. We have an idea about this episode, so that's something. Everyone wants my help. I need to win the money so I can save the slaves, save everyone, yada 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 yada. I wonder what made Itsuki, or why did Itsuki fall so much deeper, so much further than Ren and Motoyasu, right? Like, sure, okay, Motoyasu was just as broken, but he jumped back on his feet very quickly, thanks to Philo, sure, but he wasn't, like, catatonic just like Itsuki is. So sure, it would have taken him some time, probably, to get over the fact that he was ditched by everybody he knew, but he eventually would get over it. Probably. Ren had it, honestly, much, much worse than Itsuki, because all of Itsuki's companions are alive, and all of Ren's companions are dead because of him. So if there would be anybody who rejects reality and falls completely catatonic after facing it, it would be Ren. But he didn't. He got over it. And he's working to make up for his mistakes. Right? And then you have Itsuki, whose companions are alive. They didn't necessarily, like, ditch him the way that Motoyasu's companions did. Why is he going through it this badly? Is it because of Bitch's weird curse powers? Those tendrils of the curse got to his head too much and scrambled his brains, so that he lost 5 years of, like, mental development? Or what's the deal here? I know. I don't know. It really... Yeah, because it would mean that Itsuki, like, has tougher time living with the fact that he was cheated than Ren has difficulty time. What? Sorry. It's easier for Ren to get over the fact that everybody he knew is dead than it is for Itsuki to get over the fact that he was lied to. Right? You see the difference of, like, level here? It's weird. And I can only attribute that to the weird curse seal that he got for his bow. Yeah, I guess that was the big thing that happened here, because it got to the point where his bow just outright rejected him, right? The spear never rejected Motoyasu, the sword never rejected Ren, and the bow rejected Itsuki. right? Like, the Shield never rejected Naofumi, and he went deep into the cursed territory. Motoyasu arguably is constantly under the effect of the Curse of Lust, and his weapon did not reject him either. I know. There's something unique about Itsuki in one way or another. And yeah, of course, just an easy deflect. I love the running theme of all of the secondary heroes. Secondary heroes being everybody besides the Shield. But yeah, you know what I mean. Eren, Itsuki, and Motoyasu. Of them being just absolutely powerless against just a random person from Naofumi's team is great. I love it. You're buying up child slaves. Yeah. I love Atlas' expression here. That's my face when Itsuki says anything to help his sick sister, only so you could exploit him forever. Yeah. Mother came to me and said that despite your hero powers, you refused to save her son. Did something like that actually happen? I'm trying to remember. I don't recall anything like that. Mother and daughter in the slave market trying to get purchased by Naofumi, that would be like the one thing that comes to my mind. The village that was destroyed by the plague dragon, Naofumi also helped everybody, didn't deny anybody his medicine. I don't know, man. I really cannot recall anything along those lines. Oh, yes. I see you're going for a non sequitur here. What's next? Personal. Fuck, whatchamacallit? Whatever. Some other fallacy? That's a nice bow. Wasted on a character like Itsuki, honestly. And mind control powers, mind controlling bow. And it makes people say exactly what Itsuki wants them to say subconsciously, and he doesn't know that they are saying what he wants to say, which is kind of an like immediately Shy came to mind, and my currently running theory about Amara Rirku, how, and I mean it was like shown pretty much directly at one time. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. I guess that would make Itsuki also start sniffing his own farts if everybody just starts saying the exact same thing that he wants to hear. I mean, as long as he would shoot his bow at every random person around, which I don't think he would. Then again, he's behaving like a psychopath right now, so maybe he actually would. Who's to say? Weapon with holy power given to me by bitch. I love how Ren just is entirely in our camp right now. Not even a stutter calling her a bitch. Not even trying to correct himself. Not even so sorry, bitch got to its. None of that. I love Ren. Ren is great. Really good addition to the team, honestly. Justice means power, adding the weak and humbling the strong. Destroying all the evil. I'm gonna show you my justice. Most of the fight was actually just like, oh, my justice is this. No, Itsuki-sama, I will show you my justice. But it is not justice, it is evil. Evil is just another kind of justice, Itsuki-sama. Oh, you're confusing me. This is not justice. Yes, it is justice, Itsuki-sama. It is my justice, and I will show it to you, Itsuki-sama. I know. Like the fight was cool. Don't get me wrong. I really like it. I really like how it shows how much Risha has grown as a character. But ultimately, the entire dialogue was just, my justice, no, my justice, no, my justice. Hengen Muson. And I will never grow tired of, again, just random members of Naofumi's group absolutely bodying the other heroes. Secret technique. Curse. Interesting that his curse at first turns him into an angel and then into a demon. I don't know if it's supposed to show the dual curse that he has, or does he not have a dual curse? Maybe it is legit just pride. But we have so many more cardinal sins. Also, cardinal sins, cardinal heroes. There's something to that, maybe. So we have Wrath, we have Lust on Motoyasu, we have Greed and Gluttony on Ren, and we have Pride on Itsuki. And there's also Sloth, Avarice. Is avarice a sin? Cardinal sin? I know. But yeah, we still have a couple. He's certainly not slothful, so I don't know, maybe we're just not gonna go through other cardinal sins. That's also entirely possible. His deadly sin would be pride. Yeah, probably. I'm trying to remember shadow stitching. Who was using shadow stitching? Of course, Symphogear. Ogawa. Ogawa was his name, right? Let me Google him real quick. Shinichi Ogawa. Yep. Yeah, that's where I recall shadow stitching from. Ogawa. Shinichi Ogawa from Symphogear. Again, I loved it in the fight with Ren, how he was throwing everything in a kitchen sink, and Eclair would just be like, no, that's not gonna do anything. And I was afraid for Risha for a moment, right? A whole ass brazen bull, and yeah, just slash. There we go. Let's continue the fight. Also, everything about Itsuki screams like the opposite of justice. Brazen Bull. If you're unfamiliar with what a Brazen Bull is, it was a form of execution in ancient times. I can't quite recall whether it was Greece or Rome or maybe something earlier, like, I don't know, Mesopotamia or something. So I don't want to say anything on the topic or about the timeline or the culture that used it. But yeah, it was a bull made of brass, empty inside. You would stuff a person inside of the bull, you would place the bull over fire, and it would start heating up. And the screams of the person being boiled inside would reverberate throughout the brazen bull and create the sounds of a bull like roaring and stuff. So not really like, you know, angelic justice that Itsuki is trying to show here. And also, like, real Brazen Bulls were already pretty fucking gruesome. They didn't have spikes inside. So Itsuki, like, spiced up the Brazen Bull even more. Why do you have to keep getting in my way? Because of my justice. Oh, it's my justice. Justice, justice, justice. Oh, demon. Yeah, anyone who opposes me must die. Die for the sake of justice. Again, his feeling of justice is incredibly skewed. How will you fight without a weapon? The opposite of justice isn't evil. Every single person has their own form of justice. That's what I think. Yeah, fair. Honestly, I can live with that. Evil people also have their own form of justice. Sure, justice is entirely, whatchamacallit? Subjective. Yeah. Alright. Carry on. And there we have this. I really was confused about it. Was the curse seal just shooting Rishia here? Was it Itsuki shooting her? What exactly is going on? The seal was dispelled. We know that heroes cannot have seals. Did Rishia just became a lesser hero of some sort, kind of like Raftalia? Huh. Huh. Curious. Rishia was turned into a lesser hero by Itsuki's bow. Entirely possible. The bow decided that, hey, my master is a complete fucking chuckle nut. You're my master now, Rishia. Or I guess I can give you at least a fragment of my power. Here, I'm a bow, so have some, fucking no, throwing darts or something. And she got throwing darts. Bright pure ki flew from within the evil ki towards Rishia-san. So the weapon, the bow, tried to kinda get through the curse, break the curse, and it decided that Rishia is its best chance at breaking the curse. That's how I interpret it, kinda sorta. A throwing dart, a kunai of some sort, then a boomerang. My bow would never betray me. No, that's impossible. It cannot happen. No, I have been defeated. Hengen Muso is like incredibly wide of a combat art, isn't it? You have Hengen Muso sword, Hengen Muso punches, Hengen Muso boomerang, Hengen Muso everything, I guess. Airstrike throw, second throw, the right throw. Very reminiscent of Naofumi's shields, right? Airstrike, shield. Second shield, Drit shield. I don't know if that has anything to do with Naofumi, or is it just how the magic system works? Kind of like, you know, combining specific words gives some modifiers to the spells or something. And just like that. I'm so proud to have you as my son. And yeah, you are level E. You were the best in primary school, but then you went to a school that only has people like you, only has the people who are the best in their primary schools. And you're no longer the best. You might actually be one of the worst. I wasn't in high school, but I really could feel that I'm far from the best, and it really didn't do good for my, like, self-image and stuff. I guess that's why I spent 2 years in depression in high school. Again, in my particular case, it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't, compared to what's going on with Itsuki here, but I can relate. I can relate. I cannot relate with being obsessed with justice like he is, and being, of a one-track mind like he is, and completely mind-controlled seemingly, but yeah, sure. No matter what anyone says, you always charge ahead to save people. You are true justice. And as always, as is usually the case with Bitch, she said exactly what the person wanted to hear. She does have a way with words, doesn't she? And nobody's here. At least they left you some fruit. And some wine, presumably. I fully expected the entire table to just be empty, even that they would even take the fucking silverware with them. Can Naofumi not read the language of this world? Ah. Like, he wanted to give it to Itsuki, but Ren eventually read it. So if Naofumi's goal was to have Itsuki himself read those words, then why would he allow for Ren to read it? And if it's just completely inconsequential who reads it, why didn't he read it himself? Unless he doesn't know how to. Already spent all the prize money. Yep. Of course. I mean, not all of it. She still has some of it with her. And a gift. Debt. Right. At least now he has a nice cottage on a cliffside. Sure, he's catatonic, but at least he's free from bitch, so hey, that's something. Phoenix will revive soon. And yeah, all of the Cardinal heroes are here, so now we just need the Star Heroes. Use the power of the Curse series, and the bow rejected him too, which is something that's like completely unheard of so far. That's one of the reasons why I really like this series so much. They keep introducing new things that make sense even in retrospect. Right? Like, they didn't introduce any bullshit mechanic out of nowhere of hero armor or something. And you can go to a hero shrine in the Hero Mountains and bring your cardinal weapon there and put it in slot in the door, and in that hero forge you can forge hero armor, or some bullshit like that. That is somewhat common, but instead they are adding new things, or rather they are uncovering new things that work even in retrospect, that are parts of the same system. They're not introducing a new system with the rejection. It's just a part of the weapon system that already exists, that we don't entirely understand still. And part of us not understanding this system fully is that it might have some unknown effects, like rejection, if you go against the ideas of heroism so much, if you go against your weapon so much, the weapon will just reject you. Cool. I really like it. Justice is a complicated thing. And I am, yet again, left wondering what the finale is going to be. I know, I genuinely have no clue what the finale will be. Okay. Cool episode. And it really felt like the finale. It really did feel like the finale. The heroes are together again. Not everybody is entirely living in this plane of existence yet, but we're getting there. At least Ren is sane enough to be of help to Naofumi. So that's already a better situation than we were in not so long ago. And the fight felt big. It was well made, well animated. The art was nice. The music was amazing at times. I really love that like chanty moment it had with the chanting chorus and stuff. That was great. Risha went through a whole ass character arc. We achieved a certain milestone. We are right before the next big arc starting. It really feels like a finale, doesn't it? It really feels like the finale. So unless the next episode is just a cliffhanger episode, essentially, I have no idea what else could it be. It's either going to be a cliffhanger episode of, I know, Mirelia sending a messenger saying, "Oh, Naofumi-sama, we found one of the star heroes. Come quick, you need to find them." And we set off on the journey, roll the credits. The journey continues on, or whatever tagline. It could be that. It could be some sort of a time skip clip show, showing us how Ren grows stronger, Itsuki grows more in tune with reality, maybe Motoyasu visits every now and then, stuff like that, and then it shows the timer to the awakening of the Phoenix ticking down, and then a cliffhanger. So I guess also a cliffhanger episode, but a little different. Yeah, I know. Or it could just be essentially an OVA of anime original of Philo and Melty having fun training in the woods. Wouldn't surprise me either. I don't know. This episode was good. I really liked it as an episode. I really liked it as a finale, even. And I'm really left wondering what the next one will be. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. But you guys, you tell me, what did you think of this episode? Of my reaction, my theories, stuff like that, all in the comments below. No spoilers, please. Spoilers go to my Discord here, also in the description below. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to be notified of future videos. Not only Shield Hero, but also Magia Record, Shy, Helk, Shangri-La Frontier, Ancient Magus Bride, plenty others coming in the future. Click the bell to be notified when I go live, because I do sometimes. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon, link down below, where for $10 a month you get early access to non-seasonal shows like Magia Record, and for just $1 you get a role on the Discord and a place in the credits. You can also support me on YouTube directly via memberships, super thanks, stuff like that, also down below. And if you don't want to spend any money whatsoever, you don't have to. Share my content, spread the word, it costs you absolutely nothing and helps the channel a lot. And now, with all of that out of the way, that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, you guys do all the good stuff. And I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers! And here's my wonderful Patreons: QB, Without a Net, Decrypt Survivor, Zerainer, Akamaster, Dr. Walt, Marsh, KLF, Fassel, and Hans Peter. And you can join them without having to be a laughing stock in the arena like Itsuki was.